Parliament reassembled on Tuesday after the Christmas break. Reassembles next Tuesday. And among the 626 MPs are 13 backbenchers who've created a record. Not one of them has made a speech in the House of Commons since the general election in October 1959, 3¼ years ago. Two of them are very old men. 88-year-old Sir Winston Churchill and 91-year-old David Logan, Labour MP for Liverpool. And old men forget. They may even forget the way to Westminster. But the achievement of the others should not pass unrecognised. So tonight we present our salute to the silent men of Westminster. Salute Arthur Moyle, Labour MP for Oldbury and Halesowen. Mr. Moyle said in his 1959 election address,
Parliament gives one a great opportunity of service.
According to Hansard, he's used this great opportunity of service since the election by asking 6 questions. 4 of them written, which means he didn't even have to be present to ask them. Salute John Peyton, Labour MP for Norwich North. Mr. Peyton holds strong ban-the-bomb views. He said in his election address,
I will continue to advocate these ideas on every opportunity that offers.
In the past few years in Parliament, he's advocated 2 ideas of any sort. His only utterance on defence issues was last July, when he asked the Minister of Defence to protect young servicemen from travelling salesmen. Salute Sir Beverley Baxter, Tory MP for Southgate. He proclaimed in his election address,
Let us make our voice heard across the country.
Sir Beverley's own voice has been heard across the House of Commons 6 times since the general election, on each occasion interrupting another MP who was trying to deliver a speech. It's fair to point out, though, that recently he has been more occupied with serious matters, not just mere politics. Last year he put this profound question to the readers of the magazine Time and Tide.
Can a dog have a soul?
Salute Tom Oswald, Labour MP for Edinburgh Central. In 1960, he suggested that post office thieves should be
photographed secretly and silently and trapped by secret and silent alarm systems.
Most of Roswell's parliamentary activity since the election has been silent too, indeed secret. His voice has been heard in the House on only 10 occasions. 4 times to ask questions, 4 times to interrupt other MPs, and twice to raise points of order. Salute Harold Stewart, Tory MP for Stockport South. In his election address, he asked voters to elect him
To fortify the Prime Minister in the tasks which lie ahead.
He has fortified the Prime Minister by asking exactly 1 question about the shortage of hearing aids in Stockport. Oh, yes, and he did interrupt 2 other MPs, because he told one,
I'm trying to follow you as closely as I can.
Salute Sir Norman Hulbert, Tory MP for Stockport North. Yes, lucky Stockport again. Sir Norman is chairman of Associated Motorcycles. Last month he hit out at Pun-Up Boys because of the noise they make. No one could hit out at Sir Norman for the 3 reasons. The only noise he's made in the House since the election has been to ask a question about naval survival rafts. And now, the party champions. Labour, Charles Key, MP for Poplar. In his election address, he called for
The greatest effort and enthusiasm.
with the very greatest effort and enthusiasm in the world. It's been impossible to trace a speech by him in the House of Commons since March the 26th, 1957. Conservative Sir Donald Cabery, MP for Leeds North West. By February 1961, Sir Donald hadn't made a speech in the House since March 1956. Then he resigned as Conservative Party Vice Chairman because
I wanted to take a more active part in the day-to-day work of the House of Commons.
he still hasn't made a speech since March the 21st, 1956. So let us salute the silent men of Westminster. And if any of them are thinking of making a speech in the near future, we'll be happy to supply their photographs to the Speaker of the House of Commons, so be sure to recognize.